When you look at the world around you, what do you see? Do you see a world full of opportunities or one full of limitations? The way we perceive the world around us is often determined by the mindset we have. So, what is mindset? A mindset is a set of beliefs that shape how we make sense of the world and ourselves. It influences how we think, how we feel, and behave in any given situation or any given day. Welcome to Soaring into Opportunities Mindset, a 4-part educational series on using strengths, opportunities, aspirations, results to build and grow a positive mindset. My name is Magdalena Ponurska, and I'm here to guide you through the process of seeing opportunities where others don't by building a positive mindset and using a positive language. So you had a bad day, you are feeling down, and maybe you are thinking it's time to give up, just like Sarah did. Sarah was angry that her boss has decided to give her yet another long project to complete. Didn't he see how many mistakes I made last time? She asked herself. She became more frustrated when she felt like she didn't have enough time to finish and would have to be late with her delivery. Sarah was ready to give up on the whole thing. When she spoke to her boss again, he told her that she did such a great job and that he had faith that she could complete this project successfully and on time, and that's why he gave it to her. Sarah immediately began to feel better about the whole situation and decided to have a more positive outlook. She remembered the successes that she had on the last project and kept reminding herself that she can do a great job. When she began to feel negative again, she just remembered her boss's words. When she turned in the final project on time, she realized her critical thinking, her negative thinking almost got the best of her. When we have a positive mindset, we can change the world. Having a positive mindset allows us to change our own life because it shows that we have an understanding of our emotions, our feelings, and our surroundings, and that we feel confident and we know how to use them to our advantage. We're able to innovate, we're able to create desired outcomes, and of course, we're able to create new opportunities. One of the simplest ways to feel better about ourselves and to change the way we think about our lives is positive attitude. Having a positive mindset and positive attitude allows us to change our own lives because we have and we feel confident and we know exactly how to use and leverage the positive thoughts, feelings, and emotions to our advantage. However, if we hide behind negative thoughts and allow our environment to make us sad or depressed, we may not have the drive, or we might lose the drive to reach our goals or ambitions. I believe that having a positive mindset is important because it allows us to see opportunities where others don't, and allows us to take risks and make decisions based on logic rather than fear. If we allow ourselves to think positively, then we'll be able to see what is truly important for us in our life. like health, happiness, love, friends, and family. It's almost impossible for us to have these qualities and have those thoughts and not fulfilled, satisfied, and happy. There are many different types of people, but I believe that those who have a positive mindset can handle difficult situations without becoming overwhelmed by them, hence experiencing less stress. So, you know that feeling when you're in a bad mood and everything feels like it's going wrong. You just can't see anything positive and everything seems negative. It's as if the whole world was against us. It's very easy for us to get stuck in this type of mindset, especially when we are in a bad mood, or quote unquote, we got on the wrong bed, got out of the bed on the wrong side. And one of the first things that can ruin our positive attitude and makes us feel horrible is looking at the situation and only noticing the negative aspects of it, or focusing on the what's wrong side. Since the main focus of this educational series is being positive and aiming toward goals, a pessimistic attitude will not get anyone very far, and we're not going to focus on that. So when presented with a problem, take a few minutes and look at both sides of the problem. Make a mental list of everything that is positive about the situation before going to the negative aspects. You will find that any situation won't appear as bad as we think when we notice the positive first. Keys to shifting our thoughts are avoiding the all or nothing thinking. So deciding that situation always has two sides. Realizing the difference between being right and being happy. And then avoiding the over generalization and focusing on the details rather than looking at the big picture. We've all heard the phrase, failure is not an option. But what if we took it one step further and said that failure is actually an opportunity? That's right. A chance to learn something new, improve our skills, and experience success. Isn't that all we want at the end of the day? To be better at whatever it is that we're doing and being satisfied. Isn't that being better equal with wanting to learn? So why do we get so discouraged when things don't go according to plan? Is it because we're not being positive enough? Or do we just need to focus on what works for us instead of focusing what doesn't? I think the answer is simple. It's all about perspective. When a child falls off their bike before learning to ride, we don't focus on how many times they fell. We celebrate when they ride down the sidewalk on their own. Being positive doesn't mean we eliminate mistakes or problems. It just means that when things don't go as planned, we learn from them and we move forward with confidence. Success leads to more success when we are focused on the positive. Positive language. The way we perceive the world around us is very often determined by the language we use. From a young age, we have learned that positive language has more effect on us than negative. When we tell ourselves, I can't do that, or I will never finish this. We normally, most part, find ourselves to be right. However, if we use more positive and influential phrases and language, we find ourselves feeling more confident and ready to handle any situations. Positive words encourage positive thinking. So add some I can and I'm great phrases to your daily vocabulary. Also, remember that positivity is contagious. So don't be afraid to share with others and encourage them to think positive too. Using positive language isn't just about saying nice things out loud either. It's about how you speak to yourself within your own mind. If you are constantly putting yourself down or comparing yourself with others, then it's time for an attitude adjustment. You are unique. You are amazing in your own way. There is no need for you to compare yourself with others. Remember that words have power, and we all know that. That's why we're always careful or carefully choose the words we use on daily basis and expressing while talking to ourselves and others. As I've mentioned before, positive words encourage positive thinking and positive results. The same goes for negative. When we allow ourselves to use negative language, our thoughts become negative and we get negative results. Studies have shown that there are 5 key phrases that any person should remove from their vocabulary in order to stop using negative language. The first one is just. This word limits our accomplishments and devalues our skills. By saying phrases or things such as I am just an accountant, or I just work in customer service, will definitely not experience any satisfaction or any happiness with our daily life or with what we're doing. The second word is try. This word often gives us an excuse to fail. We'll try to accomplish something, but if we don't succeed, then it's not our fault. So we either do something or we don't. There is no trying. Can't. Can't is often used when a person does not want to take the effort to reach a goal and accomplishment. Replace this word with a mental action plan on how you can act on your goals. Start with small steps. Impossible is normally used when we are faced with something big, overwhelming, and scary. However, anything can be possible if we break it down into smaller, more attainable steps or jobs. Anything can be accomplished when we take it one step at a time, one day at a time. And someday, just like this word can have the same problem as try. It sets us up for failures. It allows failure. When we plan to reach our goal someday, maybe we're giving ourselves permission to procrastinate. So set a timeline for your goals. and stick to your timeline and stick to your goals. And most importantly, remember that your superpower is a positive mindset that leads to opportunities and innovation. Thank you for listening, and please keep an eye for next week's segment on aspirations and aspiration mindset. Thank you.